Hello and welcome to Full Send Broadcast Network here tonight from South Boston Speedway. Here for the Finish Line Racing League All-Star event presented by Babs Body Shop here. Tonight these guys are going to be going around this little track here for 100 laps to see who the best All-Star is here. And let's take you to the pre-race info here presented by Babs Body Shop. South Boston Speedway, 0.3 of a mile long, 68 degrees is the temperature, 33% humidity, clear skies, 2-mile-an-hour winds, and the track surface temperature is 72 degrees. Now this track is a main staple in the Finish Line Racing League, as they tend to come here every season at least once, whether it has been the Dallara Indy cars, ARCA, Xfinity, and now the Gen 6 Cup cars. It's always been an interesting race. Everyone's kind of always been dreading it, but every year it always turns out to be the best race of the season with the most action and best side-by-side racing there is. They're going to be going around here 100 times scheduled. That's not including green, white, checkers. They have 2 faster pairs, 60% fuel load, no points on the line here tonight except for 3 bonus playoff points for the race winner, given that they are eligible for the playoffs. And all this is brought to you by Babs Body Shop. For all your body shop needs, go to www.babsbodyshop.com. Now let's go check out and see what who has the fastest lap down here. Jack Dixon is sitting on top of the board right now in that 48 machine with a 15.324. Blake Sperling in that one is sitting in second place right now with a 15.337. Trevor Robertson with a 15.391. Pierce sitting in fourth in that 29 car with a 15.413. And Jason Babb rounds out your top 5 here in practice in that 94 machine with a 15.451. Let's go down here and check on how these cars look. As they're wadding them up here as practice is coming to an end. You can see these cars are bouncing all over the track. Checker flag flies here in practice. Now we wait for qualifying to start. Practice has officially ended now. Now we're rolling on over here to qualifying. It's going to be 5 minutes, 2 laps. Solo qualifying. Got a few takers here on the track. Dustin Hutchinson in that 28 machine is out there. One of the owners of the league here in Finish Line Racing League. Does a fantastic job of putting on this series here and able to admin it and race along with the other admins here. Really keeps this thing rolling on along. Comes across the line for his first lap. Gonna give him a 15.57. Jack Dixon with a 15.298. See if Hutchinson has anything else. Across the line. Not gonna be faster that time by. Go check on Christian Hill here. Looks like he is on his green flag lap. Oh, as he's going to lose it coming out of turn 4. Trying to get everything out of that car. We see Brett Vinson coming across the line with a 16.081. It's a little high up there in turns 3 and 4. That's going to end his qualifying run. Stephen Payne out here sitting in third currently, working on his second lap right now in that 41 machine. Comes out of turn 4, hits some real heavy bumps right there out of 4. Second lap is not any better. Because he's going to lose it there in turns 3 and 4. Zach Wheeler, late race entry here. Now, something interesting that the Finish Line Racing League is doing here tonight for the All-Star race is that the top 5 in points are not eligible to qualify. They have to start in the back of the pack. Those drivers are Trevor Robertson, Blake Sperling, Roger Pierce, Scott Stotler, and Joshua Oxendine. Those are your top 5 in points, so they are not eligible to qualify, and they have to start at the back of the pack for this All-Star event. And it's going to be interesting because those 5 drivers have been the fastest all season long. And it's going to be interesting seeing them having a battle back from the back. Kevin Croft goes up to P4 with a 15.778. We have about 1:15 left here in qualifying. Looks like Kevin Croft is going to end his qualifying run right there. Right now we've had 6 total cars take their qualifying time. And the 5 that are not eligible to qualify, they have not turned any laps. That's going to be the 6 of Trevor Robertson, the 1 of Blake Sperling, the 29 of Roger Pierce, the 8 of Scott Stotler, and the 63 of Joshua Oxendine. As we have about 30 seconds left here in qualifying, here at Full Send Broadcast Network, we want to extend our appreciation. Sorry, I got a little tongue-tied there. For those of you tuning in tonight here on YouTube. And we like to bring y'all some great racing here any day of the week. As the checkered flag flies on qualifying, Jack Dixon going to be your pole winner tonight. As the cars begin to grid up. Waiting for everyone to grid up here and roll off pit road. And while we wait for that, let's show you the official lineup here presented by Babs Body Shop. On pole, you got the 48 machine of Jack Dixon. Outside front row is the 28 of Justin Hutchinson. In third, you got Zach Wheeler. Fourth, Kevin Croft. Fifth, Stephen Payne. Sixth, Brett Vinson. Seventh, Jason Babb. Eighth, Josh Oxendine. Ninth, Jonathan Cogswell. 10th, Trevor Robertson. 11th, Christian Hill. 12th, Blake Sperling. And rounding out your field is the 29 of Roger Pierce in 13th. And that's your official starting lineup here in the Finish Line Racing League presented by Babs Body Shop All-Star Race. I'm excited to see the green flag drop on tonight's race. It's definitely going to be an interesting one. Lights are out on the pace car. We're going to be going green this time by. Waiting for that pace car to make that hard left turn. There it goes. Waiting for the green flag. Green flag is out here in South Boston as Justin Hutchinson spins the tires and is already into the wall. They're 3 wide in the middle of the pack. We have lots of cars fighting for position here. Jack Dixon losing the lead here to Zach Wheeler in the 20. Dixon going to give the bumper to the 20 there, trying to move him up out of the groove. We have some cars in the wall back there. There's the 14 of Brett Vinson. Looks like he's had some heavy contact with the outside retaining wall. Jack Dixon goes back to the lead. Zach Wheeler loses it. Looks like he might have got loose and wheel hopped it getting off into the corner. Jack Dixon has gone back to the lead here. We have a battle shaping up here for the second spot. Huge gaggle of cars right here for about the 5th and 6th spot here. Oh, as Trevor Robertson gets loose, slaps the wall pretty hard. Everyone able to get by. Oh, Zach Wheeler puts the bumper hard to Brett Vinson right there. Right along on the back bumper of Brett Vinson's car. As Zach Wheeler goes around Brett Vinson. Brett Vinson back to the inside of Wheeler. Vinson sideways on the track, blocking the track. Payne involved. Pierce involved. Robertson loses it. Caution comes out. First caution of the race. Oh, Brett Vinson comes up in front of the leader. Kevin Croft locks it down to keep from getting involved in that. Let's go back and take a look and see what happened here. As you can see right there, the 14 of Brett Vinson right there. He's that white and red car. He comes out of turn 4 right there. Looking pretty good. Goes to the inside of Zach Wheeler here. And we're showing this in slow motion. Lots of wheel input on that 14 car. I guess trying to keep it off the door of the 20. Just that little bit of extra wheel input right there made that car snap around. Stephen Payne had nowhere to go. Roger Pierce gets a piece of it. Trevor Robertson had it locked down already, trying to avoid that wreck. Spun it sideways a little bit, making slight contact with the inside wall. We have our first candidate of the wreck of the race, and that's going to be Brett Vinson in the 14 is the first candidate. Kevin Croft doing a great job locking it down, not making any contact there. We go back live. Jack Dixon is your leader. Lots of damage on the back side of that car. Once again, for those of you tuning in tonight, we greatly appreciate it here at the Full Send Broadcast Network. Appreciate you stopping by and spending your Tuesday night with us here. Seeing some great racing on track. As the lights are out on the pace car, we're going to be going green this time by. Pace car makes a left-hand turn. Green flag is back out. Oxendine spins the wheels. Oh, massive pile up with the top three right there. Another caution flag's going to come out. That's one of the trickiest things about this track. As we're going to go here and follow along with Oxendine. Slow it down a little bit for you as they take the green flag. Let's ride along with '75 of Jonathan Cogswell. See his point of view. Oxendine spins the tires right there, comes down, collects the 48 of Jack Dixon, your leader, and then Cogswell just had nowhere to go. Tough break for those three guys right there. And if we go back, and we will ride along with the 29 of Roger Pierce, see his point of view of things. As you see the green flag waves right there, he sees Oxendine spin the tires and come down. That collects Dixon, and there's Cogswell getting involved in it. Luckily, those three cars were able to stay up high enough that Pierce was able to get through it. As we go back live here, Jack Dixon really tore up right now. Looks like Oxendine and Dixon are going to take the wave around here. Get back on the lead lap. So after this caution, we still have 11 cars on the lead lap. Trevor Robertson and Brett Vinson are both one lap down each. Pace car pulls down. Jason Babb is your leader. Green flag is out. Babb with a fantastic restart right there. Oh, Roger Pierce gets hit 3-4 wide right there for a moment. Lots of action around this track. See right here, a battle for the fourth spot. Sorry, for the fifth spot. You got Blake Sperling up high in the one machine. Kevin Croft trying to make the bottom line work there. Got a whole gaggle of cars in that one area. 26 laps complete here tonight of the 100 scheduled. These guys are not racing for anything but 3 bonus playoff points if they win. Jason Babb stretching out a 6/10 second lead over Zach Wheeler. There's Zach Wheeler right there, and he's definitely hungry for those bonus points. Justin Hutchinson riding along back there in third place, 2.5 seconds behind Jason Babb. So we still have a huge gaggle of cars right here. Looking back at Jonathan Cogswell off the back bumper of Roger Pierce. Here comes Jack Dixon. Fantastic shot here off the back bumper. And it really goes to show how rough this track is if you watch the 75 of Cogswell right there. How much that car bounces, even just on the straightaways. Riding on board now with Trevor Robertson. He's able to really get great traction there out of turn 2 and really shoot down the backstretch. A little bit of bumper right there from Christian Hill. Trevor Robertson gets a little loose there on corner entry. Christian Hill loses it. He's going to lock it down and get it going again. No caution. There's Jason Babb. Zach Wheeler has run down the 94 machine of Jason Babb, trying to take that lead spot away. Right along on the nose. Oh, big contact right there to the back of Jason Babb. Zach Wheeler trying to make the use of the bump and run here. Looking back at Zach Wheeler now. Zach Wheeler to the outside, trying to take the lead from Jason Babb. Christian Hill's going to hold him up. Hill's going to give up the low line to Wheeler. Your new leader, the 20 of Zach Wheeler. Go check in back here. Got a good battle right here for the 6th spot. Jack Dixon going to get around Roger Pierce in that 29 machine. Pierce not giving up quite yet. Oxendine really sent it in there that time by slid up the track a little bit. Jack Dixon still looking really fast out there with that damaged 48 machine. Giving it his all as he hits the wall a little bit right there. That's going to allow Roger Pierce to get back to the inside of the 48. Roger Pierce going to take over the 6th spot. They got their eyes set on that 21 right there of Kevin Croft. Zach Wheeler working on the lap traffic now of Brett Vinson. Looking to put Vinson another lap down here. Vinson gets a little loose. That's going to allow Wheeler to get to the inside and pass him. That allowed Babb to gain 0.4 of a second up right there. Wheeler coming up on another lap car. That's the 41 of Stephen Payne. Last car on the lead lap in 10th. Let's give you a full field rundown as they are right now, presented by Babb's Body Shop. Your leader right now in that 20 machine, Zach Wheeler. Really looking fast out there tonight. Very aggressive early on. Jason Babb in that 94 machine led several laps up here. A little bit of damage to the back end of that car from the bump and run. As the yellow flag comes out, we're going to have to interrupt this. We'll get back to it here when they go back green. Looks like we have an on-track incident involving Blake Sperling and Kevin Croft. Let's go see if we can figure out what happened there. Go to a replay. There's the one of Blake Sperling. Still trying to find what happened here. Not quite exactly seeing what happened yet. Caution flag flew right there. Maybe that blink that we seen him have caused him to show that he had crashed. Let's see if Kevin Croft had an issue here. He lit up as another potential crash. That 21 machine. Oh yeah, Brett Vinson slapped the wall and come down into the 21 of Kevin Croft. And that sent Croft hard into the inside wall. That's going to be our second candidate now for the Babb's Body Shop wreck of the race. That's going to be the 21 there of Kevin Croft. We get back to it here live. Lights are out on the pace car. They're going to rack them back up here. We're just past the halfway point in tonight's race with 40 laps remaining. For those of you tuning in tonight, we greatly appreciate you spending your Tuesday night here with the Full Send Broadcast Network, showing you the Finish Line Racing League All-Star Race here, presented by Babs Body Shop. For all your body shop needs, go to www.babsbodyshop.com. Green flag is back out here at South Boston. Zach Wheeler with a decent restart there. But Jason Babb right on his tail. Babb to the high side, trying to take that lead from the 20 machine. Babb with a strong run there on the high side. He's going to clear the 20. Your new leader, the 94 of Jason Babb. We see Jonathan Cogswell go really high right there. Blake Sperling with a huge move right there. Trying to go to the outside of Zach Wheeler. That one machine just found some speed all of a sudden. That one machine there of Blake Sperling now has his sights set on your leader, the 94 of Jason Babb. Let's take a look and see what the last couple laps are between Babb and Sperling. Sperling has not been faster except for lap 65, and it was almost a dead even lap time. Sperling, though, running the corners like a diamond, as we have an incident in the back. The 21 of Kevin Croft involved. The 6 of Trevor Robertson. 48 of Jack Dixon, and the 29 of Roger Pierce. Let's go see if we can figure out what happened here. We see the 21 here of Kevin Croft. See here, we got 6 Trevor. Oh, Roger Pierce was already in the wall. Gonna have to go back and see if we can figure out what happened with Roger Pierce. See there, the 29 of Roger Pierce. Battling hard with the 20 of Zach Wheeler. And I believe this is the corner that the incident started at. See Pierce with a great run out of turn 2. Oh, and just hits those bumps and gets really loose. Gonna smack. Oh, hard contact with the inside wall. Wheeler was loose too. And that collected the 21 and the 6. Those are the respective cars of Kevin Croft and Trevor Robertson. Jack Dixon locks it down to keep from having any contact there. We're going to go back live here. That's your 4th candidate now for the Babs Body Shop wreck of the race. And that's going to be that 29 machine right there of Roger Pierce. So right now, out of all these incidents, I believe that right now the front runner for the Babs Body Shop wreck of the race has to be going to Brett Vinson right now for that early incident, the first caution of the race. But we'll have to see as we're approaching 25 laps to go here tonight in the Finish Line Racing League All-Star Race here on Full Send Broadcast Network. We'll have to see if there's going to be any more bad accidents that could possibly take it away from Brett Vinson for the Babs Body Shop wreck of the race. Field is stacked up, ready to go. Pace car makes the hard left turn. Jason Babb with a great restart right there. The one of Blake Sperling is blinking really bad right now on that high lane. That's that chrome car that you just see up there up against the wall. Oh! Jack Dixon gets spun around. He's going to get it back going here. No caution. Jonathan Cogswell up to third. Possibly giving it a late race push here. Jason Babb has some company there for that lead. One of Blake Sperling really getting up there, trying to put some pressure on the 94 of Babb. Oh, the 41 of Stephen Payne is slow. Stephen Payne really slow right there. That machine is all tore up right there. Blake Sperling now within striking distance of the 94, as we have 20 laps to go here tonight. Jason Babb trying to find a little bit extra speed here to walk away. Josh Oxendine hard into the inside wall. Oh, Christian Hill gets involved in that. No caution. Oxendine gets it spun back around and rolling. The battle for the lead is heating up. Sperling right there waiting for Babb to make a mistake. Oh, Sperling's going to lay the bumper to Jason Babb. That's going to allow Jonathan Cogswell to come into play now. Sperling to the inside of the 94 of Babb, going for the lead here as we have 15 laps to go here tonight. Battle for the lead heating up extremely right now. You got 4 cars fighting for this. Blake Sperling's going to clear Jason Babb there on the backstretch. Your new leader, the one of Blake Sperling. Jason Babb not trying to give up just yet. Blake Sperling, your new leader, looking fast here in the late runnings of this race. We have 11 laps to go here. Sorry, 12 laps to go, coming to 11 to go. These guys are doing a fantastic job out here. I know this track is not easy at all to drive. Right now, Blake Sperling out there, up 11 spots from the start of this race. Your top 4 are Blake Sperling up 11 spots. Jason Babb is up 5. Jonathan Cogswell up 6 spots. And in 4th, Trevor Robertson's up 6. And rounding out your top 5 is the 20 of Zach Wheeler. Zach Wheeler must have ran through his tires pretty quickly, as he has really faded back, as we have a good battle here for the 2nd spot. Jason Babb falling back to 4th now as Trevor Robertson goes to the inside of Jonathan Cogswell to take that 2nd spot, as we're within 10 to go now. Trevor Robertson maybe trying to run down the leader, Blake Sperling. Blake Sperling, almost 2-second lead. 6 laps to go here tonight of the scheduled 100 laps. Trevor Robertson gets really loose on the corner exit. Stephen Payne's going to pull over and let the one of Sperling go by. 5 laps to go here in South Boston. As Christian Hill has an incident, he is facing the wrong way. Having trouble getting it looped back around. He's going to get it back around there. Blake Sperling walking off now over a 2-second lead over Trevor Robertson in the 6 car. One of Sperling having several blinks right there. Coming to the flag stand. 2 laps to go left here in South Boston. Sperling comes out of turn 4, sees the white flag. White flag is in the air here, presented by Babs Body Shop. Sperling, half a lap left to go to 3 bonus playoff points here to set him up looking really good for the championship run here. Out of turn 4, checkered flag is in the air. Blake Sperling in the 1 machine is your all-star race winner tonight here from South Boston in the Finish Line Racing League all-star race. Fantastic racing here tonight. I don't know about y'all, but I really enjoyed it here. Blake Sperling putting on a heck of a performance there. We see Blake Sperling there. Your race winner there tonight. All right, so now that the race is over, let's take you through the official finishing order here tonight, presented by Babs Body Shop. Your race winner here tonight in the Finish Line Racing League All-Star race is Blake Sperling in that 1 machine, taking home the 3 bonus playoff points for the playoffs that he is pretty well guaranteed to be in. In second, we got Trevor Robertson in the 6 machine. Third, Jonathan Cogswell. Fourth, Jason Babb. Fifth, Zach Wheeler. Sixth, Justin Hutchinson. Seventh, Kevin Croft. Eighth, Josh Oxendine. Ninth, Jack Dixon. Christian Hill rounding out the top 10 in that 85 machine. 11th was Stephen Payne. 12th, Roger Pearson. Rounding out your field in 13th was the 14 machine of Brett Vinson. And that's your official finishing order here, presented by Babs Body Shop. For all your body shop needs, go to www.babsbodyshop.com. Now, what do you say we go back and look at the winner of Babs Body Shop Wreck of the Race? Let's find it here. We go back and take a look at this. That's the 14 there of Brett Vinson. He is the Babs Body Shop Wreck of the Race winner for this incident right here in the opening laps of the race. He got loose right there underneath Zach Wheeler. Cogswell barely escaped that and clogged up the track for Stephen Payne, and that is where it all started unraveling right there. You had the 14, the 41, the 29, I believe the 6 was involved, 21, and the 48 all involved in this incident. So Brett Vinson is your winner of the Babs Body Shop Wreck of the Race. So what do you say we get some post-race interviews going here? Looking for Brett Vinson up here. He is not in the Discord now. But let's get our third place finisher up in here. That'd be the 75 of Jonathan Cogswell. Hey there, Jonathan Cogswell. You got a copy?
Hey, how you doing?
Oh, I'm doing fantastic, man. So, once again, man, congrats on the third place finish here in the Finish Line Racing League All-Star Race from South Boston. Your first All-Star event here with the Finish Line Racing League. Walk us through how that race went for you, man, and how'd you like going, taking some cup cars around South Boston?
I didn't really like it at all. It sucked.
Well, you looked like you've gained 6 spots. So I believe you started, what, 9th place there? And bringing it home 3rd. So how'd that race go for you?
Well, overall, it went pretty well. The only thing I was going to try to get 0 incidents. That was my goal, and I want to see if I could do it. And the leaders there got me into that wall once. So I thought I was stuck in a wall there for a minute, but my car got out of it. So I was hammering down on the throttle. It looked like it came out of that wall somehow.
So, being that this was your first All-Star event, South Boston is a main staple in this league. It's always in the schedule some way, form, or fashion. Would you look forward to ever coming back here again?
Well, I like the challenge. I mean, I enjoy the challenge. It's just really tough to drive without looping it and not getting into cars in front of you. And oh man, you don't have much time to think of anything. It's just you got to drive on instinct.
Absolutely. And looking forward to next week. We're going to be starting off the new year at one of the oldest tracks in NASCAR, or I should say one of the oldest surfaces, by going to Atlanta Motor Speedway. How do you feel about going over there to that really abrasive tire wear track?
I love Atlanta. Atlanta's a lot of fun. We're really looking forward to that.
All right. Well, you have any shout outs or sponsor plugs you want to get out there tonight for the people watching?
I'd like to thank you and the league for having me, and I did have the lowest incident points out of anyone, so I did win my race. I set for myself.
Well, there you go. That's an accomplishment in itself, especially going around this little over a quarter-mile long track here in South Boston. Hopefully we'll get to talk to you next week when we leave Atlanta, and have a good weekend, man, or a good week.
Well, I'll be there at least. I'll wave to you.
All right, man. You have a good night.
Later.
And that was Jonathan Cogswell, your third place finisher there out here tonight, bringing it home 3rd in his first ever All-Star event here in the Finish Line Racing League, presented by Babs Body Shop. But what do you say we bring in our runner-up here? That'll be the 6 of Trevor Robertson.
Thank you.
Hey there, Trevor. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man. Congrats on the runner-up. You look fast there towards the end. Looked like you were driving angry. Walk us through how that race went for you here in the All-Star event at South Boston.
Yeah, it's frustrating. I screwed myself at the beginning, early, hitting the wall, and it still drove fine. And then I was getting too aggressive because I was flustered and trying to gain lost time. And I spun, but apparently, 3 other cars were spun in on the inside wall too. And I don't know. I ended up a lap down, and it just took me a while to get back to the lucky dog position. And
well, looking at incident points here, Jonathan Cogswell said he had the least. Where'd you rank on incident point totals?
I couldn't tell you. Hold up. It says I had 12, so
Ooh, tough night for sure.
yeah.
So looking forward to next week, we're going to be starting off the new year going to one of the oldest track surfaces in NASCAR over at Atlanta Motor Speedway. How do you feel about going over there to that real rough, abrasive, extreme tire wear track?
I love Atlanta. It's all about running a consistent time without eating your tires up, and it's all about the long run because everybody will get spread out. I mean, there may be a couple cautions, but I think it's going to be mostly green flag racing. So I run really well there. I don't know if I've run a cup car there yet, but I know with the trucks and the Xfinity, I've run several there. But it'll be
Well,
it'd be a challenge to see who can save the most tires for sure.
absolutely. And speaking of tires, tell us about this track here at South Boston. How rough was it, and how hard was it on the tires?
Well, I really wasn't in a position to run the line that I wanted to at all, like the whole race. So I was just, not even taking it easy on them, just tires screeching every turn. I mean, borderline spinning out every corner entry on the brakes. And it started getting really tight, and then it started getting extremely loose. I mean, the tires may have been at 90%, and it was like driving on glass. I couldn't drive it any harder to try and catch Blake. I would just end up hurting myself.
Right. Well, you have any shout outs or sponsor plugs you want to get out there for the people watching tonight?
Just shout out to the Finish Line Racing League, and then the Full Send Broadcast Network. You for putting it on and doing a good job on the commentary. And that's about it.
Well, much appreciated, Trevor, and maybe we'll get to talk to you next week when we get to leave Atlanta.
Hopefully so.
All right. You have a good night.
You too.
And that was Trevor Robertson, your runner-up here tonight in the Finish Line Racing League All-Star Race from South Boston. Now, I think we've wasted enough time here. Let's bring in Blake Sperling and talk to him for a moment. Your race winner, Blake Sperling. Hey there, Blake. You got a copy?
I do, man.
Hey, man, congrats on the All-Star Race win here tonight, taking home 3 bonus playoff points to head off into the playoffs here in the Finish Line Racing League. Walk us through how that race went for you. Did you think you had a car that could win all night long, or was it just kind of a late race push?
No, I knew I was fast. I mean, because of the top 5, we kind of had to invert the field and start in the back. I didn't really want to get up there and race at the beginning. I knew there would be some guys, as far as it's a tight track, man. And it's so loose, it's like driving on ice. So just wanted to keep it in the back, and I was able to sneak through a couple of those wrecks and got up in the front. And I knew that once I got in the front, I didn't want to go back anywhere else. So I just, tried to push it and stay up there. And I got into Bab a couple times on the late race run. I don't really know. I ran over him twice, I know, so I don't know if he let me borrow up, but I didn't really want to race that way. But once I got around him, I just kind of cruised. I didn't really want to burn my stuff up. I was anticipating another caution the whole time, but luckily it went green and worked out.
Well, looking at that race, the way it went, walk us through, how rough was that track, and how was the tire wear for you?
Tire wear was okay. I mean, we only had a 50 lap run or so before we got tires, so I was still pretty good, which I ran the Highline a lot, which really save a lot of tires, and I ran a really low brake bias, so I was really using a lot of rear turn going in the corners and not really having to put a lot of wheel into it. So I mean, it was literally like ice, man. I mean, that's the way to put it. I mean, if you held the brake too long in the corner, you're going around. If you're on the gas too early, you're going around. I mean, it's a fine line. So it was pretty tough, but it was fun. It was an interesting track for the All-Star event, but kind of glad it wasn't like a super speedway or road course or something. So that's pretty fun.
Absolutely. Yeah, South Boston is a main staple in the Finish Line Racing League, dating back to the first season that the league was formed. Now, looking ahead to next week over there at Atlanta Motor Speedway, back to a points event, how do you feel about going over there to Atlanta?
I'm ready. I love that track. It's fun. A lot of grip with these cars on there, which is kind of odd to say, but um, yeah, it's gonna be fun. Hopefully, me and Trevor put on another show. We're pretty tight point battle right now. Glad to finally get that first win out the way. It seems like I've been knocking on the door, so hopefully I can get a couple more before the end of the season.
Absolutely, yeah, and you got 3 bonus playoff points for it, and that ought to help you out a little bit once we start the playoffs. So, you have any shout outs or sponsor plugs you want to get out there tonight for the people watching?
Nah, I don't have any sponsors, but I appreciate you putting on this race. I enjoy going back and watching through it at the end of the night, and then appreciate everybody that puts on the league. It's been fun to run, so just glad I could be a part of it.
Absolutely, man. Well, we appreciate you stopping by, and once again, congrats on the All-Star race win. And maybe we'll get to talk to you next week leaving Atlanta.
Hopefully so, man. Appreciate you.
No problem. Thank you, and have a good night.
You too.
And that is your race winner, Blake Sperling, bringing home the checkered flag in the All-Star event. First win of the season. Taking home the 3 bonus playoff points heading into the playoffs that start within a few weeks. Next week, go to Atlanta Motor Speedway here. One more time, let's take you through the official finishing order presented by Babs Body Shop here in the All-Star event. Your winner, Blake Sperling, takes that one machine into victory lane. In second, you had Trevor Robertson. Third, Jonathan Cogswell. Jason Babb in fourth. Fifth was Zach Wheeler. Sixth, Justin Hutchinson. Seventh, Kevin Croft. Eighth, Josh Oxendine. Ninth, Jack Dixon. 10th, Christian Hill. 11th, Stephen Payne. 12th, Roger Pierce. And rounding out your field in 13th is Brett Vinson. And that's your official finishing order here in the Finish Line Racing League All-Star race presented by Babs Body Shop here on Full Send Broadcast Network. For those of you that tuned in tonight, we greatly appreciate it. And we look forward to seeing you at our next broadcast. I believe will be Thursday night. Hope you tune in, and we'll see you then. For Full Send Broadcast Network, I'm Jacob signing off. We'll see you next time.